Everybody, and welcome to Matrix Live Season 5, Episode 1, because we've decided that we should roll over to a new season. Right, Amandine?
Yeah, just like this because we can.
Yep, precisely. And I think we got to our episode 30 of Season 4, and clearly we had a big, mid-season, not mid-season, after-season hiatus, and we got renewed, and it's amazing. And here we are in working from home, COVID hell.
It's a bit like a new beginning. It's not. Maybe we should have waited for this to be finished, but we don't know when it's going to be, and we don't want season 4 to go until episode 78. So we're just starting it while in the middle of it.
Indeed. Also, I hope everybody appreciates that we are now in Academy aspect ratio, 2.35 to 1, in order to get the best out of our funky new Jitsi. Hopefully this will look okay on YouTube. I've also hopefully got the audio loopback working correctly, which means I can hear myself very loudly, very irritatingly, but such is life. So, what are we meant to be talking about?
I don't really know because I've been very much in customer world lately. I know what I've been doing. I have played with the peer-to-peer stuff, which was really fun because it now have typing notifications and history and all sorts of things.
Yep, so it's a new peer-to-peer deploy over on p2p.riot.im. Oh god, do I really roll my R's like that? That's horrible.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Write it off as a speech impediment. So p2p.riot.im got updated yesterday with all new code from Keegan and Neil Alexander. It's using Room V2s, which is really cool. So V2 State Res is live on Dendrite there. You get scroll back, you get typing notifications. Something else really cool it does. It does auto registration in Riot, so you don't have to sign up for a new account all the time. It also no longer spontaneously combusts after 5 seconds, which was a regression in the previous build. And have a play. It's still not perfect, it still crashes after about an hour, but it's getting cooler and cooler. Amandine, are you with us?
Sorry, I'm being interrupted.
What else?
So yes,
was that cool. The only cool thing that happened?
What other cool thing? Cross signing is coming together.
Yeah, it really is.
It's almost there. We can feel it.
So basically, we're at the point now of doing what we call smoke tests to go through all the different combinations of things going and trying to cross sign each other. There have been a couple of stumbling blocks. For instance, turns out that setting up your secure secret storage and sharing on Android was taking 35 seconds on some older phones because Android's a bit crap, really. On iOS, it took about half a second, but apparently your primitives, your HMAC SHA-512 primitives, to be precise, incredibly slow. Either way, we've worked out how to background that. Any other big disasters? There's the cock-up that we've discovered that you basically can't cross-sign unless you set that up. And so if you don't want to store any secrets ever on the server, I'm afraid that for cross-signing, at first you're going to have to do that. But we're going to, after launch, and the ability to avoid storing stuff on the server.
Is cock-up a politically correct word, Matthew?
I think it's all right. It's like saying bollocks.
Okay.
It's. I think I would arch an eyebrow at my kids if they use the phrase "cock up," but you're not going to get fired for saying it. I hope.
Okay.
The cock is a type of male chicken, of course, which is what we're talking about here.
Yeah.
What else has been going on?
How about performances on Synapse? Progresses? Oh, yeah. I haven't seen. There was a release, right? This week. Or was it last week?
Yeah, no, there was a release on Synapse. Well, I think they've had 3 releases this week. None of them are big on performance. There was one big regression, actually, that we fixed on matrix.org that brought us a whole week of not being completely overloaded, which was the outbound device pokes mechanism, as exciting as that is, which wasn't optimized, was chewing lots of CPU. Rich went and optimized it, has now been released. But the really interesting stuff is all the multi-master sharding that Eric has been doing, hooking up Redis into Synapse. That hit a stumbling block today, or yesterday, I think, when they realised that the incremental split out they were going for isn't going to work because of cache and validation streams, which means that they actually have to go the whole enchilada and jump all the way forward to supporting complete split out from day one. So they were hoping to start off with typing notifications and then other little bits and then finally split it into many little bits or bigger bits. Whereas in practice, they're just going to have to go all the way there. So they're doing that. Good question, though. I'm also totally forgetting what's happened this week. What else?
What else can I remember? Isn't there a meetup coming up at some point?
Brilliant idea. Tell us about the meetup, Amandine.
I have no idea. I just know that there have been lots of meetings about a meetup, but I haven't been invited to them, and I don't even know when it is. I just know it's going to be fully online.
Okay.
And it has a nice name, but I don't know if I can tell it.
Yes, yeah, we can tell the name.
Okay. Open Tech Meetup?
No, it's better than that. Open Tech will save us.
Ah, yes, okay.
Okay. The URL is Open Tech Meetup on matrix.org. So basically, this is following on from the in-person meetup we did last month, and we were intending to have another in-person one, except obvious reasons make that not possible. But on the plus side, means everybody can get involved, not just those of us stuck into a painfully cool co-working space in East London. So it's called Open Tech Will Save Us. It's not just open tech, but it's going to be decentralization focused, but we want it to be a bit broader than that, hence calling it Open Tech. And it's going to run the second Wednesday of every month at 6 p.m. London time, or 5 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, or UTC, I should say. Yeah, it's next Wednesday. So we should be yelling about it right now on Matrix Live. So here we are, yelling about it right now on Matrix Live. It's going to be done via Jitsi and Matrix, and we have a cast of thousands, where 1,000 is defined as the number 4, and will involve me and David Diaz from IPFS.
I'm sure he's going to love you for that.
I just can't concentrate hearing myself, my own voice, like delayed
You're yelling,
about 30
Matthew.
minutes. Am I yelling? I don't know what's going on here. Okay, I could... If I go and try to mute myself, here's like the loopback thing, everybody, I'm trying to use. And if I turn off the monitors, I'm not going to be able to hear Amandine anymore. So options? No. I just turn down the volume a bit. Okay, that's a bit better. Everyone relax. What are we talking about? David Diaz from IPFS, who's the lead of libp2p, which is the peer-to-peer networking layer that we use in P2P Matrix at the moment, is coming to talk to us about Gossip Pub, which is their new pub sub gossip-based routing layer in libp2p, which looks incredibly cool. We've got a sneak preview of one of their papers on it, and we're hoping to experiment with it in future on P2P Matrix. So we've known David for years now.
Yeah, we met him.
I'm trying to remember
when was that?
We first met him.
Is it when we started Matrix, or maybe the second year?
I think it was the second year we started Matrix, but we bumped into him in Portugal a bunch of times. Bumped into him in San Fran a bunch of times, and Fosdem loads. Anyway, it would be great to have him on the show. And we also have Saul, or Sagul, from Jitsi, who is looking after all of the mobile SDKs and the React Native stuff on Jitsi, and also wrote libuv, which is the event loop at the heart of Node.js. If anybody's ever dug into the depths of Node, you'll realize that it's the V8 JavaScript engine from Google coupled with the libuv event loop from Saul. So he'll be here to talk about Jitsi and the interesting traffic and update they've seen in the last couple of weeks. And we can grill him about why Jitsi doesn't work better in Firefox and what they're doing about that. And then
apparently our Ryan is fixing the bugs in Firefox.
Yes, so Ryan, he's the delivery manager for Riot Web, used to work for Mozilla and seems to have gone back to his roots in his spare time to frantically try to help the Firefox WebRTC team work better with Jitsi, which I find very amusing and a bit wrong on all levels. Poor Ryan.
But then we do have Valère.
Yeah, so Valer, listen to you with your R's. So Valer is coming to talk to us about the E2E work and show basically one of the smoke tests that we were talking about earlier, and how how the cross signing has finally come to basically work. I mean, this is the work that we were doing for FOSDEM, and we were running late then. We showed where it was then. Since then, we fixed Thinkers, we've tuned it, polished it, fixed the UX, and actually made it usable. And it is, as we said, very, very close. So hopefully this will be
reliable.
And yeah, actually, heaven forbid, reliable. So this would be his opportunity to show us a tour of where it's at. So if you're interested in any of that, come along Wednesday night. I'm sure that Ben will be linking to it in This Week in Matrix, so that you can follow the hyperlinks and click the buttons. And I think you even get to sign up on meetup.com, just like it was a real one, except it's an even more real one because it's on the internet. What else?
I'm
sure there's so many things going on at the moment. My brain is completely fried. Riot Mobile is all E2E. Riot Web is all E2E, with some first-time UX stuff getting in there. Tech Guy and Yorick. So Yorick is back on the team and is doing adjustable font sizes in Riot Web, which is looking really cool.
Riot Text is progressing on the right side.
Riot. Bridging. We've got. I see the Halfshot's been doing all sorts of stuff with Jitsi. I'm not sure if this is part of his day job, but there's a whole bunch of Jitsi bridging and Discord bridging stuff going on, so God knows what's happening there. What else on the bridging side? Work happening on Slack from Christian. Exciting.
That's it?
Yeah, I think there was some exciting stuff happening in Modular Land, but that's not really a Matrix live thing.
Yeah,
what about it when it happens?
Yeah, what about in the community? I haven't followed. Was there anything?
There's a new Rust home server. Done by somebody whose avatar is a little Rust crab and whose name is Timo. There we go, got there in the end. And he has taken the Rumo primitives that Jimmy and the Rumo team put together and is plugging together a whole bunch of Rust to actually turn the server working. And apparently he has login registration and starting to get event server at sending working. So that's cool. And also Mirage, I mean, that was last week's news, but I was actually playing with it. It's really impressive. Have you seen it at all?
No.
I could risk trying to set it running, but the chances of it's working are pretty slim. Let me try anyway, because we know how badly this goes. So you can probably see my Academy Aspect terminal here. Let me go into...
No, we can. I don't know.
You can't, but everyone else can, because we're recording my screen. If I... let's see what happens if I try to open Mirage.app. Here it comes. You see, it's logged in as Other Matthew. Sorry, Amandine, you have to watch it on the replays.
Yeah.
And it's so I'm trying to log in as Other Matthew, which is one of my test accounts and has a lot of people in it. And like all the best live demos, is it going to work? I mean, this is written in QML and Qt5 and using the Python NIO library that Pantaleimon uses, that Polyar wrote originally. And so it does end-to-end encryption and has all of the cool stuff that you would hope for from the Python library, was putting quite a glossy, albeit slightly geeky, but still pretty glossy UI on top. And here it is. I guess it's not persisting history, given this looks like it's an initial sync happening here. But if I go into one of these rooms, I don't know, like, Matrix at FOSDEM 20 whatever, or the Neko room, is it going to crash? We've got a spinning beach ball. This is fascinating territory, Amandine. You're missing out.
Imagine.
We've got two spinning beach balls right now. One of them.
It reminds me that I've been using Riot Desktop and having Seshat and all the ability to search my end-to-end encrypted rooms and all my file panels being filled up with my files in my encrypted rooms is amazing.
Yep, it really is fun. And we found one bug in it today, but I think it had already been fixed. If you clear your Seshat history, it will go and re-index everything and get it right this time. But it is very, very cool to have E2E search working in the file panel. And Mirage is it's struggling. Oh, there we are. We're into Matrix HQ, and I can go hello world into Matrix HQ. And you get your local echo with a little loud glass to say that it's sending. Obviously, matrix.org is completely overloaded because it's 6 o'clock on a Friday night, but it will eventually send. But you can see it looks pretty cool. What's that?
I received it.
Oh, you received it. Perfect.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Insane.
Okay, I'm going to say hello, Matthew, because I don't want to misspell the name of the...
No, the thing itself is just called Mirage.
Like Mirage.
Yep.
Just wasn't sure I could understand I understood. No, wasn't sure my understanding of the English pronunciation was right.
Well, either way, I think matrix.org is the bottleneck on the, oh, yeah, everybody gets little crowns if they're ops and stars if they're mods and things. And it's pretty cool. You have to watch the video. Anyway, tapping back to you. Hello. Anything else?
I don't think so.
Cool. In which case, let's go have a weekend and go and enjoy the sunshine. Oh, wait, locked in the house.
You have a garden.
No, that's true. Good luck, everybody. Hope you're surviving out there. Thanks for listening to us, Twitter on. Thanks, Amandine, for joining us and joining me, joining the show.
Joining the show, yeah. Thanks, everyone. And speak soon. Thank you for playing Matrix. Bye.